In November 1979, a distress signal was received from a research station on the edge of the Southern Ocean. When rescuers finally reached it 6 weeks later, the station was intact, the equipment was running, the food was untouched, the crew of 9 was gone. No emergency had been declared, no evacuation had been ordered. The last log entry, filed 3 days before the signal, described routine operations, wind readings, equipment checks, a note about low morale from the long polar winter, nothing more. But there was something else. Before the signal cut out, the station's long-range radio transmitted a burst of structured data. Not a voice, not a distress code, a repeating sequence that no one has ever fully decoded. It lasted 11 seconds. The station sat at 62 degrees south, far below the shipping lanes, beyond the reach of regular air contact. In winter, weeks could pass with no communication at all. This was considered normal. Isolation was part of the job. The 9-person crew had been there since March. Geologists, a meteorologist, 2 engineers, and a station commander named Haraldson. By November, they had been on the ice for 8 months. Contact with the outside world had been inconsistent for the last 6 weeks. The station itself was built to last. Reinforced walls, backup generators, emergency supplies for 14 months. Whatever happened there, it did not happen because the station failed. The station was found in perfect working order. It is the people that are missing. The investigation began with the logs. Investigators found 47 days of routine entries followed by a gap. Then a single final entry, not in Haraldson's handwriting. It read, "They are not from the survey, do not respond to the light." No survey team had been scheduled, no other vessels had been authorised to operate in the sector. When maritime records were checked, only 1 ship had come within 200 miles of the station that winter. It had reported nothing unusual. Its crew had since dispersed. The physical evidence at the station was sparse but strange. Several exterior sensors had been manually switched off in a specific sequence. The sequence matched no known shutdown protocol. It appeared deliberate, methodical, as though someone was eliminating the station's ability to detect something approaching. On the ice shelf, 400 meters from the station, investigators found a series of depressions in the snow. They were circular, evenly spaced. They did not match boot prints or equipment drag marks. They measured roughly 1.2 meters in diameter. There were 11 of them, arranged in a gentle arc. The 11-second radio transmission was handed to 3 separate signal intelligence agencies. All 3 returned the same conclusion. The sequence was not random. It contained internal structure consistent with language, but it matched no known human coding system. The 9 crew members were never found. No remains, no personal belongings missing. Their passports, their journals, their photographs, all still at the station. They had not packed to leave, they had simply stopped being there. The station was decommissioned the following year. Official records cite structural concerns and budget constraints. But one of the engineers who conducted the closure inspection later gave an interview. He said the depressions in the ice were still there. They had not filled in. In that climate, after 2 years, that should have been impossible. He also said something else. On his last night at the station, he saw a light offshore. It was low on the water. It did not move like a vessel. He watched it for several minutes before it rose slowly, cleared the horizon, and vanished. He told no one at the time. He said he did not think anyone would believe him. No official investigation was ever reopened. The file exists. It is not classified. It is simply filed under a category that receives very little attention. Cold cases with no witnesses, no suspects, and no remains tend not to attract resources. The Southern Ocean is a large place. Whatever reached that station in the winter of 1979 did not leave evidence of violence. It did not damage the facility. It did not steal anything. It simply took the people. And somewhere in 11 seconds of structured signal, it may have told us exactly what it was doing. We just haven't been able to understand it yet.